And that's exactly why you searched for how to invest in stocks. And now you're about to buy the damn top. Let me show you the receipts. The Magnificent Seven: Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Google, Meta, and Tesla. Basically the tech stocks your cousin won't shut up about. These 7 companies control 32% of the entire S&P 500. That's not diversification. That's a tech monopoly cosplaying as a balanced portfolio. Here's what should terrify you. In the year 2000, tech stocks made up 35% of the S&P 500. Then it crashed. The Nasdaq fell 78%. The S&P 500 took 13 years to recover. In 2026, we're in the exact same position, except this time it's AI instead of .coms. And there's a hidden mechanism buried in how index funds work that's designed to make you buy high and never sell. I'll show you exactly what it is in just a bit, but first you need to see how bad this actually is. In the next 8 minutes, I'm showing you the trap, the pivot, and how to survive before it all comes crashing down. Clock's ticking. But first, you need to understand what's actually controlling your money. Not a hedge fund manager, not some Wall Street executive. A systematic process called market cap weighting. It runs silently in the background of every index fund, piling money into stocks that have already gone parabolic without permission. Bezos built an algorithm that knows when you need more toilet paper. Wall Street built one that knows when to sell you the top. One gets delivered to your door. The other gets delivered straight to your portfolio. Convenient, innit? But wait, it gets worse. Much worse. Remember that hidden mechanism I mentioned? Here's what I'm talking about. When Nvidia goes parabolic, which it has, your index fund automatically buys more of it at higher prices without asking you. It's called rebalancing. Except it's not balancing anything. It's chasing momentum like a drunk person at an auction. Stay with me, because understanding this next part is the difference between retiring comfortably and working until you're 70. Here's how market cap weighting works and why it's bloody terrifying. The S&P 500 isn't equally distributed. No. It's done by market capitalization. The bigger the company, the more of your money goes into it. So when Nvidia's stock price doubles, the index doesn't sell some and take profits. It buys more. Market cap weighting is momentum investing on autopilot. You're basically letting a robot chase Tesla stock like it's the ice cream van. Right, so how do you know if you're caught in the trap? Pull up your brokerage app right now, check your holdings. If you own VOO, SPY, or any S&P 500 index fund, look at your top 10 holdings. I'll wait. Notice anything? Maybe 7 companies taking up nearly 1/3 of your diversified portfolio. Here's what you do immediately, and I mean before you finish this video. First, screenshot your current allocation. Save it with today's date, like evidence for a divorce lawyer, except your portfolio's the one cheating on you. Second, don't buy another dollar of SPY or VOO until you finish this video. You're about to learn why buying more right now is like adding fuel to a house fire. Third, open a tab and search for RSP ticker. Don't buy it. Just look. I'll explain why in just a moment. But first, let's play a quick game. True or false? The S&P 500 is the safest way to invest for the long term. If you said true, you're half right. It was safe. In 1995, when it was actually diversified. Now, it's a tech fund with identity issues. Still a great tool. However, know what you're actually buying. That said, what I'm about to show you next will make Wall Street piss itself. Here's the reality. They built this system. They marketed it as diversification. They told you it was safe, passive, hands-off investing. And now, 7 companies control 1/3 of it. Wall Street knows this is a concentration bomb. They're just waiting to see who's holding it when it goes off. Spoiler alert, it's you, mate. Now here's your survival plan. Strategy 1, equal weighting. Instead of buying SPY or VOO, which give 7% to Apple and 0.01% to some random stock in the basement, consider the RSP fund, the Invesco S&P 500 equal weight ETF. Same 500 companies, but instead of market cap weighting, every single one gets the same slice. It forces you to buy the unloved, undervalued companies instead of chasing the momentum darlings at all-time highs. Historically, equal weighting outperforms market cap weighting over the long run, especially when the mega caps finally crack. It's diversification that actually diversifies. It's radical financial thinking, treating companies equally, revolutionary stuff. Next, you'll want them to pay taxes. Strategy 2, sector rotation. Stop buying the market blindly. Start rotating into sectors that are undervalued right now. Energy, financials, healthcare, industrials. These are sectors trading at historical discounts compared to technology. Here are your tickers. Write these down. XLE for energy exposure, XLF for financials, XLV for healthcare. When tech rolls over, and it will, these sectors hold up your portfolio. Real diversification means owning sectors that move independently, not 500 companies that all tank together when Nvidia sneezes. Strategy 3. Become a stock picker. Here's the uncomfortable truth, and you need to hear this. If you're going to succeed in investing, you cannot be passive forever. You need to understand what you own and why you own it. That doesn't mean you need to become Warren Buffett, but it does mean you should know the difference between a quality business and a speculative bubble. Look for companies with strong balance sheets, low debt, consistent earnings growth, not just revenue, reasonable valuations, PE under 25, competitive advantages, moats, and for God's sake, stop buying things just because they're up 50% this year. That's not momentum investing. That's buying the exit door for smart money. You want to be early, not late. Quality over quantity. Now here's a bonus strategy for you most blokes completely ignore. Hedge with inverse correlation. Put 10-20% of your portfolio in assets that move opposite to tech stocks. Gold, commodities, real assets. Ticker, GLD for gold exposure, or DBC for broad commodities. When the S&P tanks, gold rallies. When tech crashes, commodities hold. It's insurance. Here's why this matters right now. Gold just hit all-time highs while most people are distracted by AI stocks. Central banks are buying it by the ton. They know something retail investors don't. It's not sexy, it's not going to 10x, but it'll keep your portfolio alive when everything else is bleeding. The trap's been set, the index is concentrated, and smart money's already hedging. You've now got the strategies, equal weight, sector rotation, stock picking, and inverse correlation. Most people will use exactly none of them. They'll watch this entire video, agree with everything, then open Robinhood and buy more SPY because it always goes up. Doesn't always exactly go up, mate. Ask anyone who bought the NASDAQ in 2000. If this kept you from buying the top, subscribe for more. If you've got a mate that's about to YOLO into tech at peak valuation, send them this bloody video. And if this strikes a nerve, don't watch what's on screen. Because protecting your wealth is understanding why your insurance is about to bankrupt you. You've been warned. Stay wealthy, stay wise, and for the love of God, update that old strategy.